I have read about 10 volumes on Mahabharata you have written. Mahabharata, Bhagavad Gita discusses what is righteousness in the life. Where there is righteousness in the heart, there is a beauty in the character. That's what Mahabharata says. Bhagavad Gita says. Where there is a righteousness in the heart, there is a beauty in the character. Repeat with me. Where there is righteousness in the heart, there is beauty in the character. When there is beauty in the character, there is harmony in the home. When there is harmony in the home, there is order in the nation. Order in the nation. When there is order in the nation, there is peace in the world. Friends, 90,000 slokas, 10 volumes of Mahabharata. From Sanskrit, he has translated in English. There is one character which I love in Mahabharata. One character. Any one of you can guess? Arjun? No. Dharma? No. Vidur is man of righteousness. But he is not afraid of the, what I can say, authority. What is right only he will talk.
So why don't you tell us what is your vision of India being a developed country? What do you understand by India being a developed country, and how do we get there?
Yeah, it's a good question he has posed. Friends, it's like this. What I visualize in next 5 years, that is by the year 2020, I want to see 2020, you have to have economically developed nation. We have 300 million people below poverty line. That means in 5 years' time, we have to lift them up. That means we have to generate the employment potential. Okay? Employment potential. That's why I have proposed a visionary thought, that is what is called Pura. Pura means providing urban amenities in the rural area. We have in our country 600,000 villages. How many villages? 600,000 villages, where 70% of our people live there. 700 million people live there. How do you bring prosperity to our village people? That is, you have to give them physical connectivity. You have to give them electronic connectivity. You have to give them knowledge. You have to give them knowledge connectivity. You give physical, electronic, knowledge connectivity, so that economic connectivity and the employment generation will come. What do you say?
Absolutely. All of your books have this quality of optimism, inspiration. You talk about various successful examples where there have been successes in India. So why don't you tell us a little bit about those also? Well, what makes you so optimistic about India?
Well, I have a teacher, okay? That teacher's name is Professor Satish Dhawan. And also he was my boss, okay? He was the chairman Indian Space Research Organization. He gave me a program. He said, Kalam, I am going to give you a program. Whatever money you ask, whatever strength, people you want, human power, whatever authority you want, I will get it sanctioned by the cabinet. But you should give me in 7 years' time a rocket system that will put a satellite in the orbit. That's the job he has given me. I found it's a big job for me, because There are a lot of people in my establishment senior to me with a lot of experience, high qualification. Can I do? Can I do? Can I do? I had a doubt. Then Satish Dhawan gave me an advice. All of you going to repeat the advice. He said, any work you do, repeat with me. There will be always some problems come crop up. But problem should not be your captain. You should become the captain of the problem and defeat the problem and succeed. I found as a president, sit down, I tell you, sit down, I tell you. He had all the power, because if you see the constitution, I have read the complete constitution. First 6 months I finished the constitution, okay, when I joined. I found that guy, president guy, has empowered, okay. For example, I can go anywhere, any one of the villages and talk about that you must have a vision. And clean up all the water bodies, okay? All the water bodies you clean up, connect all water bodies. Definitely president can give a suggestion to the government and suggest to the people and give a vision. I gave the vision, India 2020 vision, when I was the president in the parliament, okay? 10 times I addressed. 15 assemblies I addressed India 2020 vision and Pura. So present fellow can do the job, okay? Next question. Yes, okay, sir.
You mentioned Edison, so let me draw you out about your thoughts on entrepreneurship. How do we create entrepreneurship in the country?
See, entrepreneurship is a very good question, very fantastic question. You see, entrepreneurs, they are not a new crop, okay? The problem today, I visualize, can I talk about my visualization?
That's the reason we are here.
Okay, my visualization of education is, education, there are two types of education. Secondary education, 10 plus 1, 10 plus 2, okay? Secondary education, up to 10 plus 2. And then college education. Now, I am pushing an idea. The idea is 9th class, 10th class, 11th class, 12th class, you reduce the 25% of syllabus. You reduce the 25% of regular syllabus and then introduce professional courses, skill training. So, when the student comes out of the school, high school, he comes with 2 certificates. One is that he is qualified 10 plus 2. Another certificate, he has got a skill certificate. Imagine. Okay? He is employable. Same thing for colleges. There also, he studies 4 years graduation. I am saying you reduce 1 year, make it 3-year course. 1 year give them expertise course, So you will come with a degree and the diploma of expertise. Okay? You have a question. Yes, get up.
When you talk about skill development programs, so now when we see there's so much of capitalization over everything, though we have institutions of skill development, but with so much of constraint with the government, with the present majoritarian government, it's very difficult for the MSMEs, the small scale industry, for children like us to give, a vision to our dreams. There are a lot of constraints.
Is the question about a vision for MSME?
Yeah.
Okay. So what are your thoughts on medium and small enterprise? Medium and small enterprise. Small enterprise.
Small enterprises, I believe, is very important. See, I suggest when the colleges and schools, they must give the training. How you become 3-4 guys should join. When they come out, bank should help them. That is, the bankers should help them investment, so that the small industries, millions will come out. So I visualize, that's why I am saying skill, you impart the skill in the secondary education, expertise in the higher education, they become employable with the capacity that I will become an entrepreneur. Instead of job seekers, employment seekers, now 10 plus 2, 7 million people are coming every year. That means they are employment seekers, most of them. We need employment generators. If you become an entrepreneur, you become an employment generator. It is possible, okay?
You've talked about entrepreneurship, you've talked about education skills. Let me now ask you about your suggestions for improving health outcomes.
Now friends, health very important. Health is very important. But one thing I want to tell you, it starts from, for example, my brother in Rameswaram is 98. In January he became 98. 98 years. Now, he told me, he gave me advice, because I am an irregular eating. That is, I don't follow the right time, breakfast, lunch, dinner. He called me on his 90, January he became 98. I went to see him. My brother advised me, you are an 83 fellow, you want to compete with me 98. You have to follow 3 things. Number 1, walk. He did in his younger age. We had a lot of coconut trees. So he used to walk minimum 10 kilometers every day, walk. Second one, eat at regular time. He eats even now 8 o'clock in the morning, 1 o'clock lunch, and then dinner 8:30, and sleep 9 o'clock, okay? But I can't afford to do that. But I want to tell you, all of you, regular eating and regular exercise and good feeling. What is the good feeling? I tell you what's the good feeling. You know, you take a child, can I explain? You take a child, you take a teenager, you take an adult, and you take a leader. You create a situation. Child says, you give me, okay? A situation, we show a product, child says, you give me. The teenager will say, don't disturb me, I can do myself, don't disturb me. Most of you in that class. Third one, grown up. He will say, let us work together. Whereas the leadership fellow, leading quality fellow, say what I can give. Child said, you give. The leader said, what I can give. Do you follow? So all of you, you take a vow today. Today you take a vow, today evening. Repeat with me, what I can give. What I can give. What I can give. What is the opposite of it? What is the opposite of it? What can I? They are all the trouble we are going through because of what can I take. Corruption starts, what can I take? I will say, you may ask some questions. Yes. Yes, fellow, go on. You fellow, you asked when I am 23, eh? What I will do? Fantastic question. 23, when I was a 23 fellow, I had a dream that I will become a pilot, okay? I will become a pilot. So I studied aeronautical engineering. I went to Air Force for pilot, okay? They did not select me, okay? Out of 10 fellows, I was the 10th fellow, a selected fellow. 9 seats only they had, I lost it, okay? But when I became the president, I became the supreme commander. Okay. I told the chief of the air staff, I want to learn flying. He said, I'm going to give you training. He trained me for 6 months. Then I flew Su-30. Message is, dream, repeat with me, dream, transforms into thoughts, result into action. Well, I have a tree in my home, okay? In a tree, it's called Arjuna tree. You know, have you heard about it? Arjuna tree, 107 years. My tree, I am living in a house, 10 Rajaji Mark, 107 years old tree. That tree, every day I go for a morning walk 1 hour, okay? Then I go near the tree. That tree, sometime I used to ask the tree, "Oi, what is the purpose you lived 107 years? What is the purpose?" The tree told me one day, "Oh, your father lived 103 years. Your mother lived 90 years. So we all live." But I want to tell you, trees told me, I have written a poem. The name of the poem, the great tree in my home. Great tree in my home. There, I finally, when I asked the tree, what is the purpose of your life? Now you question Kalam. The tree says, Arjuna tree says, now you question Kalam. What is my mission? I asked the tree, tell me what's your mission? I will ask you also, each one of you, what is the mission? And mission of 100 years of my life. You said, what is the mission of 100 years of my life? My mission, the tree says, remember what I am saying, my poem, my mission, I enjoy giving what all I have. I share flower, I share honey, and give abode for hundreds of birds, and I give and give. So I remain young and happy always. I will. Repeat with me, I will. Fly and fly. I am born. I am born with potential. I am born with goodness. Good and trust. I am born with ideas and dreams. I am born with greatness. I am born with confidence. I am not meant for crawling. I have wings. I will fly. I will fly. I will fly.
After that, I don't think we should prolong it anymore. I have had often very, very difficult tasks as a moderator. This has not only been an honor, this has been the easiest task of a moderator I have ever confronted in my life. Thanks to Dr. Abdul Kalam.